Hello Tamers and welcome to the BT-12 Heroes Across Time tournament. It's time to determine the tournament matchups. Shuffled, and in round 1, we have Davis versus Takado. 0-2 versus Tamers, pretty interesting. And in round 2, Masaru, who is able to turn into a Digimon on the field, versus Digimon X. Dude, I am not sure who I want to win this one, cause it'd be pretty cool if Gallantmon and Digimon get a rematch in the semi-finals. Now let's go into Block B. Round 3 is Tai versus Tagiru. Intense, the earliest versus the latest protagonist among the ones we have in the card game so far, which means the final match is going to be Ryoma and Quartzmon versus Takuya and the new Red Hybrid. It's time to begin round 1 of Heroes Across Time. Davis and Imperialdramon versus Takado and Gallantmon. Gallant has the first move. Security setup. Digimon standby. Let's open the digital gates. Hatching, Gigimon evolves into Gilmon. Then, for 3 cost, Gilmon is played. EX2 on play. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, a Gallantmon Crimson mode is being added to the hand. Turn over. Hatching, Demi-Vmon, which evolves into Vmon. Then, for 2 cost, into Stingmon. And finally, for 3, the new Davis is played and turn over. Gilmon moves out. First, the EX2 Gilmon will go for security. Check, but it is the option card, V-Laser. On security, activate main to trash the top 3 evolution cards from one of your opponent's Digimon. Right now, the only target is the other Vmon, and it will unfortunately lose its draw engine from Gigimon. Then, if you have a green Digimon in play, you may play 1 level 4 or lower blue free Digimon from your hand at no cost. But currently, they have no Digimon in play. Next, for 2 cost, Gilmon will evolve into Growlmon. On evolve, if you don't have a Takado in play, you may play 1 from your hand at no cost. And then, for 3, Growlmon evolves into War Growlmon. On evolve, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4k DP or less, but there are no targets. Then, if no Digimon is deleted by this effect, you may evolve this Digimon into a level 6 Digimon with Gallantmon in its name in your hand, paying the evolution cost. And when this Digimon would evolve with this effect, reduce the evolution cost by 1. So for 4 minus 1, 3, War Growlmon will now evolve into the Crimson Crusader of the Royal Knights, Gallantmon. 1 draw. On evolve, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6k DP or less, no targets. But with the on evolve blitz gained from Takado, it goes for secure. On attack, again, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6k DP or less, there are no targets. And if no Digimon is deleted by this effect, trash the top card of your opponent's security, just a Wormon. With the new Gilmon and Growlmon inheritables, Gallantmon gains a total of plus 4k DP, rising to 16k. Check. 4k on Stingmon, trash. And at the end of the attack, War Growlmon's inheritable triggers. If your opponent has no Digimon in play and this Digimon has Growlmon or Gallantmon in its name, gain back 2 memory, back to 4. So essentially, War Growlmon just evolved into Gallant and took out 2 additional security for only 1 memory. This is the power of the new BT-12 Gallant support. Turn over, Stingmon swoops out. And at the start of the main phase, the new Davis's first effect triggers. If you have a Digimon with 3 in its traits, or a Tamer with Kenichi Joji in its name in play, gain 1 memory. First, for 3 cost, Wormon is played. On play, the top 3 cards of the deck are searched for 1 Digimon with Imperialdramon in its name or 3 in its traits, and 1 Tamer with Kenichi Joji in its name. 1, 2, and 3. A bit unfortunate to lose both those Dino Bees, but Imperialdramon Dragon mode is being added to the hand. Next, although not completely ideal, for 3 cost, Wormon will evolve into Rydramon. But now, as Davis's turn reaches its conclusion, Vmon's inheritable triggers. At the end of your turn, you may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon card in your hand, paying the DNA evolution cost. And with Stingmon's effects during your turn, when this Digimon would DNA Digivolve into a blue Digimon, gain 1 memory, so gaining back 1 first. With 1 blue level 4 Digimon and 1 green level 4 Digimon, Rydramon and Stingmon will unite into Imperialdramon. 1 draw. On evolve, with its Desperado Blaster, thrash the top 3 evolution cards of all of your opponent's Digimon. Gallantmon will now lose all of its evolution cards. Then, when DNA digivolving, 2 of your opponent's Digimon with no evolution cards can't attack until the end of your opponent's turn. Both Gallantmon and Gallantmon are frozen. Now Imperialdramon will go for security, with Demi-Vemon's Inheritable on attack once per turn if you have a green Digimon in play, 1 draw. But now the new Davis will activate his second effect during your turn. When one of your 2 color blue and green Digimon attacks, by suspending this Tamer, you may evolve it into a Digimon with Imperialdramon in its name in your hand, paying the evolution cost. So suspending Davis and paying 3, Imperialdramon will now evolve into the Ancient Dragon Emperor, Imperialdramon Dragon Mode. 1 draw. On evolve, if a blue card is in this Digimon's evolution cards, unsuspend this Digimon, and if a green card is in this Digimon's evolution cards, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So it unsuspends, there are no targets to suspend, and the security attack connects on 12k DP. Check. 5k on Growlmon. Trashed. At the end of the attack, Imperialdramon's Inheritable, if this Digimon has Imperialdramon in its name or free in its traits, gain 1 memory. And with Dragon Mode second effect, at the end of the attack, you may Digivolve this Digimon into a Digimon with Imperialdramon in its name in your hand, paying the evolution cost. And when this Digimon would evolve by this effect, reduce the evolution cost by 2. So for 2 minus 2, 0 cost. Imperialdramon Dragon Mode will now mode change into the apex of Ancient Dragons, Imperialdramon Fighter Mode. 1 draw. On evolve, suspend all of your opponent's Digimon with no evolution cards, but they all already are. Then, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to its owner's hand, but by returning 1 Imperialdramon Dragon Mode from this Digimon's evolution cards to its owner's hand, return all of your opponent's suspended Digimon to deck bottom instead. So, recharging Dragon Mode, both Gallantmon and Gallantmon will be banished to deck bottom, with Gallantmon below. And with that, turn over. Hatching a Digimon. Also, on all turns, Fighter Mode gains plus 1k DP for each color in its evolution cards, and while there are 2 or more colors, it gains security attack plus 1 and blocker. So it is currently a 15k blocker. First, Digimon will evolve into Gallantmon, and for 4 cost, here comes the new Takato. Turn over. Active. Draw. Hatching a Demi-Vemon. At the start of the main phase, since Fighter Mode is free, Davis boosts the memory by 1, and then Fighter Mode goes for security. With Demi-Vemon's Inheritable, 1 draw. And with the boost gained from its all turns effect, it is now attacking on 15k for 2 checks. Here we go. First, 5k on Growlmon, trashed. Second, another copy of EX2 Takato, now played for free. And at the end of the attack with Imperialdramon's Inheritable, Davis gains another memory. Now Demi-Vemon evolves into Wormmon, and for 2 cost into Stingmon. Now Davis wants to avoid playing any small bodies because Takato will be able to easily delete them and benefit off that. So instead, for 4 cost, Ken will join his side end, turn over. At the start of the turn, the new Takato bumps the memory up to 3, draw, and Gallantmon moves out. First, for 1 cost, Kalumon will be played from the hand, because when played from the hand, its play cost is reduced by 2 if you have Gallantmon, Terriermon, Renamon, or Impmon in play. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Tamers, the time has come. With the new BT-12 Takato's main effects once per turn, by placing 1 Growlmon and 1 War Growlmon from your trash, as well as this Tamer at the bottom of one of your Gallantmon's evolution cards in any order, Digivolve that Digimon into a Gallantmon in your hand, ignoring level requirements and paying its evolution cost. That Digimon gains plus 2k DP for the turn. So stacking Takato, a Growlmon, and a War Growlmon from the trash beneath the Gallantmon on the field for 4 cost. The bond between Tamer and Digimon will now awaken a Biomerge evolution, as Gallantmon and Takato now unite to warp into Gallantmon. 1 draw. First, there are no targets to delete with its on-evolve. Then with Kalumon, during your turn when one of your Digimon evolves, you may suspend this Digimon to gain 1 memory, draw 1 card, and if one of your Digimon get plus 3k DP for the turn. So suspending Kalu, gain 1 memory, draw, and Gallantmon gains plus 5k DP. And of course, with the on-evolve blitz gained from Takato, Gallantmon attacks, aiming for Fighter Mode. But with its all turns effect, Fighter Mode currently stands at 15k DP as well. However, with the DP boost from BT-12 Gallantmon and BT-12 Growlmon's Inheritables, Gallantmon rises by a further 4k to 19k DP. And with Digimon's Inheritable, 1 draw. Next, with its on attack, since it once again cannot delete an opposing Digimon of 6k DP or less, it trashes Davis's top security, another Davis to the void. and the attack connects, finishing Fighter Mode off. With EX2 Takado's first effect, since an opposing Digimon was deleted, both are suspended for a total of +2 memory. And again, with the new War Growlmon's inheritable, since Davis's field is now empty, Gallantmon regains another 2 memory. Now, remember that Takado searched out Crimson Mode earlier, so if he has Gallantmon X in his hand right now, Gallant could evolve into Gallant X, unsuspend because Davis's field is empty, then evolve into Crimson Mode, attack with Blitz, burn Davis's last security, and clinch the game. But as some of you might have suspected, the reason why I'm telling you all of that is because Takado currently does not have any of the 3 copies of Gallantmon X he runs in his hand. Very unfortunate. For 3 cost, they'll play another EX2 Guilmon on play 1, 2, 3, and 4. They choose to search out War Growlmon. Now the newly played Guilmon will evolve into Guilmon X, and then for 2 cost into Growlmon. And with that, turn over. At the start of the turn, Ken bumps the memory up to 3, draw, Stingmon moves out, and if Davis, memory +1 to 4. And right off the bat, for 4 cost, XVmon will be played directly onto the field. Now, isn't this just a perfect image? Davis and Ken, XVmon and Stingmon. And with that, the time has come for a true DNA Digivolution. With XVmon's effect, during your turn when this Digimon would DNA Digivolve into a green Digimon, gain 1 memory. So coupled with Stingmon, that's a total of memory +2. And with 1 blue level 4 and 1 green level 4 Digimon, XVmon! Stingmon! Jogress Evolution! Dino Beamon. 1 draw. On evolve, when DNA Digivolving, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon and this Digimon gets +3 KDP for the turn. Growlmon is suspended. Then, this Digimon can attack your opponent's Digimon. Since they still have memory, they don't really need to use this effect, but they will anyway, aiming for Gallantmon's 12 KDP. With Demi-Vmon's inheritable, 1 draw. Now once again with Davis' second effect, he is suspended and paying 3 cost. Dino Beamon will evolve back into Imperialdramon Dragon Mode. 1 draw. Again, on evolve, it unsuspends and there are no targets to suspend. With the +3 KDP boost from Dino Beamon's effect, it is now attacking for 15k, so the Royal Knight's Gallantmon is taken out. First with Dino Beamon's inheritable. During your turn, once per turn, when your Digimon with Imperialdramon in its name or free in its traits deletes 1 of your opponent's Digimon by battle, trash the top card of your opponent's security. Here we go. Oh, another copy of BT-12 Takado, getting waste. And with Ken's second effect, during your turn when one of your green or blue Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, you may suspend this Tamer to gain 1 memory, back to 0. And since Dragon Mode has piercing from Stingmon, as well as jamming from XVmon, final security check for Takado, and it is just a 1 KDP on Guilmon, completely total. Finally, at the end of the attack, Dragon Mode can activate its second effect in order to mode change into Fighter Mode for 0 cost. 1 draw. Once again, on evolve, by returning the Dragon Mode in its evolution cards back to the hand, all of Takado's suspended Digimon are banished to the bottom of the deck. And with that, since it is still Davis and Ken's turn, Fighter Mode attacks. Takado has no blockers on the field and no security remaining. It's a direct attack and the match is over. The winners are Davis, Ken, and Imperialdramon.